Okay, so today we got something quite special. Inside this box is presumably a Hornby live Steam set, or I paid for a live Steam set, so if that's not what's in it, then I'm gonna be kind of upset. A little bit of backstory: this was in the mail for 3 months. First I tried to send it with UPS, and then they had the package at a facility in Reading, UK for 2 months before letting me know that it needed a export invoice, which I was not aware of, and then before I could even fill out the export invoice they shipped it back to the seller. So then I tried again, send it with DHL, and then it arrived today after just 4 days. The set itself was overstock that the man in UK he was selling these in his train store, and he put this one away to make a layout for himself, but then he decided against making his own layout with live Steam because the parts are getting so difficult to come by. So instead he put it up for auction on eBay, and I got it. So I'll put the phone in the camera stand here and I'll start unboxing. So I am a doofus and I do apologize. I forgot to hit the record button after I hit the pause button. But the only thing I did was cut open the tape and open up the box itself. I haven't actually looked inside yet, but what I was saying was I even got some British newspaper in the box that I used as packaging. So that'll go in the collection with the Japanese newsletters that I get with the parts I order for my cars and dirt bikes. Don't know how well you can tell, but it's still in the plastic that it was shipped with from the factory when it was new. Oh, nice. This is the foam you use to service your locomotives. I don't have one of these, so now I do have one of those. That's nice. Okay, so the plastic on the side here appears to have been opened, or maybe it just wasn't fully closed to begin with, but there is a chance that customs have had a look inside the package just to make sure everything is what it says it is on the shipping label. Let's see, trying to give you the best kind of top-down view here that I can. Okay, moment of truth. That comes off nice. You can tell it's been sitting for a while because there's tiny mold spots in the inside here. Nice. And the noise you hear is the styrofoam cover that's slowly falling over in the background. Okay, let's see if we can get these out without damaging the box. We can, nice. This is the transformator, I think. It takes the power from the socket and brings it to the controller. We'll transform it first, of course. I like these little etch plates that they have on everything. I think this is the production date, maybe. So I'm guessing it's the 44th day of the 2003 year. There's a operator's manual on CD. I don't even have a CD reader on my computer. I've noticed that live Steam club, I can't remember the address or the website, but they have their own manual and tips and tricks of what to do and what not to do with these. So since they've been running them for so long, I think I'd rather follow their instructions than Hornby's. Control itself. Get some weight to these. Oh. Is this the big moment? Is this the big train itself, or the locomotive, I should say? Paper's been torn. So maybe the customs did get to this before I did. It's one thing seeing them on videos and pictures and everything on the internet, but seeing it in person is so much more impressive. One thing I was curious about was if whether or not the buffers are springed on the tender. I was curious of whether or not the driving wheels are gonna move freely or not, because it's been sitting so long, but can't see any rust so far, but there wouldn't really be any rust either. No, wait, there we go. It's a little slow, but it does move. I don't know how much resistance there normally is either, so I don't have a reference point, but that's spinning more and more freely now. I'm guessing the oil has like gunked up and become really thick, and that's also not helping it move. But then again, if it's brand new, then presumably the seals and everything in these cylinders are all really tight. And like with all new locomotives, it needs to be run in first, right? That aside, and continue the unboxing, which should be the not so interesting parts left. That's an interesting feature. This was stuck in the styrofoam. This plug is like really different than the ones we have here in Norway. But I think I actually have one of the... I have a plug that's like the equivalent to this one laying around. One section of straight track just lying by itself. And there's an indentation, so I am almost certain that this is supposed to be under this stack or on top, and the customs got to it and put it here because they didn't realize where it was supposed to go. Here's the connectors for between the transformator and the control box and to the track. And the owner's manual. It seems to be an Allen key of some sort. But like it's indented instead of protruding like the normal Allen keys. And then a simple screwdriver, which will probably come in handy. Of live steam oil, which will probably come in handy. This might have turned bad because oil isn't supposed to last forever. If it sits for long enough, it will turn bad. Goes for not for human consumption. Thanks for pointing it out. Yeah, like I was saying, oil will turn bad in your car, motorcycle, and whatever, which is part of the reason you need to change it regularly. So I'm not even sure if I can use this, but it has been sealed and it's been sitting in a dark box for a long time, so it might actually be usable. It's kind of sticky, but it doesn't smell sour, and that's usually the main sign that an oil has turned bad, is that it smells sour. Okay, so I'll set up the camera again and we'll get a closer look. And then later I might set up a makeshift road, rolling road I mean, and we'll see if we can get the train to run. Okay, so a closer look, the first thing I'm noticing is that it's not sitting level. I'm not sure what that is about. Another thing I've noticed is the detail in the paint job, which I can't get the camera to focus on. One thing I didn't know was the handrail on the outside. I didn't notice that before, but it's done exceptionally well. All the rivets and everything. It's got a crazy amount of detail. Okay, I'm back and I have everything I need to try to make this thing run, including distilled water and a beverage for myself. So I thought the first thing I'd do is take the body off and make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be. And that and there's also a few small points that you can lubricate by hand before you even run it. So there are 2 screws on the front there, which you can't see because the camera is not tilted very well. So there's one here and one here. Hopefully I don't strip out the screws. And that's coming out very easy, so that's good. So is the second one. Here we go. Next thing to do is unscrew the oil cap. And of course I can inspect the gasket for this one too, if I can. It actually feels kind of hard, so I'm probably gonna wanna replace that. Just getting this funny looking screwdriver. It actually has a purpose, it turns out. And then just making sure all of the screws for the wheels are tight. Next thing to do is to add a tiny drop of oil to all the running gear. Oh well, it's a lot of oil, but yeah. Okay, power is connected, so let's see if we can get it to run. I believe that's the simmer setting, but I'll just double check the manual so I don't... What's that? It turns off again, why? Well, it's unhappy about something.